Right, let's focus on what's been happening in the Premier League this afternoon. We'll talk about the champions, Man City, whose 100% record remains intact after they won 2-1 at home to Brentford this afternoon. 2 more for Erling Haaland. But we have to start at Anfield because Nottingham Forest have done something they haven't done since February 1969 and have won at Anfield by 1-0. A wonderful goal for Callum Hudson-Odoi, the difference between the two sides. Guys, I just want to run you through what was happening in 1969, the last time that Nottingham Forest won at Anfield. John Lennon from the Beatles married Yoko Ono. This was my favourite. The Rally Chopper. The Rally Chopper bike was launched. I knew you'd have one. Yes.
I wasn't born.
And the lovely seat.
Remember the Chopper, yeah. Chopper.
Yeah. One of the best bikes.
Yeah.
Parents couldn't afford it.
And then Grifter took over.
Oh, Grifter was a legend as well.
Mongoose, you have a mongoose?
No, we're not doing a massive bike chat now. No, sorry. Otherwise, you'll have to ride off home. Okay. The film Carry On Camping was released as well. And you were born, Tim.
That's that one, isn't it?
I love the fact that when I was saying this, Tim was going, I was born. You were in 1969 as well. That's how long ago it is.
I know, you can't believe it, can you?
Extraordinary. Extraordinary day for Nottingham Forest, Merson. You were watching this one. I mean, the goal from Callum Hudson-Odoi is a joy to behold. It's a beautifully taken goal. Fully deserved win for you?
I thought they did very well. Yeah, I mean, they didn't dominate the game where you think, but amazing. They set up, and I said to Clinton before, I thought it was a masterstroke by Nunes, the manager, because you looked at the team, you thought, no pace in the team. Like, good players like Gibbs White, Yates, Ward-Prowse, people like that, Dominguez, Anderson.
And look at that possession, they barely saw the ball.
I didn't think, but it wasn't like that, though. It wasn't like, you didn't ever feel though they were right under the cosh. And then at the right time, they sucked it up, and then bang, he put on Alanga and Hudson-Odoi. Then they were a major threat, and the goal's worthy of winning any football match. But
Just talk us through it. So well taken.
Alanga gets the ball, they counter-attack down the right, and he plays the ball, the two centre-halves in, and he bends it around the centre-halves to Hudson-Odoi on the edge of the 18-yard box. And he comes inside Bradley, comes in again, and as he whips it, I mean, we're talking Alisson, one of the world's greats, and he gets nowhere near it. It bends that far around, hits the post, goes in. It's a phenomenal goal. Can't remember Sells making any major save. Not a save that you think, oh, that's extraordinary. He made a couple of saves, but, I'd expect him to make them. So I thought that they were very good. I thought Liverpool were a bit boring.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was slow. I thought, when you watch Klopp's teams play, they break and it's 100 mile an hour and they break so quick. It just seemed to go through the phases. It wasn't quick enough. And unless they quicken this up, I don't see it. I thought...
You don't see what?
I don't see him challenging. I don't. They've got to move it quickly. Teams in this Premier League, they get back so quickly. The one thing with these boys now, they're quick, they get back into shape, especially the teams that are the lesser teams that are going to might counter-attack, but then they're going to get back quickly. They got to go. It seems to me, watching this game, it was like, we don't lose before we win. We don't lose before we win. And that's not Liverpool, in my opinion.
But Nottingham Forest, I mean, this is a really... I mean, it's a shame that Dorse isn't here. He'd be grinning like a Cheshire cat right now when he was doing EFL Goal Zone a little bit earlier, so he's headed home. But, I mean, this is a terrific start. Unbeaten, second win of the season. Won their last 4 in a row away from home as well. A rare win at Anfield as well. Signs at this early stage of the season encouraging for Forest, aren't they?
Very much so, very much so. I mean, you look at the Premier League now. I mean, you're talking Forest, without being unkind, just below middle, around that, between 10th and 15th sort of position. But then you reel off the players. Murillo was, good defender. Moreno don't let you down. And Anderson, they bought from Newcastle. Ward-Prowse brought in on loan. Yates does a good job. Gibbs White, international. Wood up front. And then you've got Alanga and Hudson-Odoi. They've got good players. They're going to be a threat. They're going to cause teams problems. The two wingers are electric on the outside. And they've got people that can find the pass. You've got Wood who holds the ball up. They're a balanced team. They're a balanced team. They're not going to go, I'm not going to jump above. They're not going to go and get into Europe. But they're going to be one of these teams, like a couple of years ago, like a Brighton were. You went and beat Brighton or Brentford, you knew that they were going to upset someone else along the way, and I think that's the way Forest are going to be. If you're one of the big boys and you beat Forest, you know they're going to upset one of the big boys during the season.
Yeah, and they've got a nice run of games coming as well for Nuno Espirito Santo's side. They've got Brighton away next, then Fulham at home, Chelsea away, tricky one, Crystal Palace at home, and Leicester away. That's a nice run of fixtures when in this kind of form.
It is a nice run of fixtures, but when you play, I think they had Bournemouth last week, didn't they? They had Bournemouth a couple of weeks ago. Wolves, sorry, they had Wolves. I'd done the game.
That was
Sorry,
1-1.
I'd done the game. Another game, maybe expect to win, didn't win the game. You know, it's a lot different playing when you have to win football matches. You know, they come here today, they sit back. If they do get beat, we all sit here and go, oh, Liverpool are good. You know, what do you expect from Forest? But now, all of a sudden, we all sit up, we're watching Forest. Now, Brighton's a hard game. And then when they play their games at home, they'll have to win them games. And it's a completely different pressure. Then what happens, what they just done to Liverpool, teams will do to them. And that's where it becomes difficult.
Dino, you know that when Boydie's not here, he misses us. He's watching our Forest chat. He's watching about the talk about 1969. Tim Sherwood saying that's the year he was born. Apparently, he's texted the team and said that was also the year that you were at secondary school.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Sorry, don't give Boydie no airtime when he's not here. Don't mention him. He's back next week. Don't give him no airtime.
I knew you.
Dino's been in good form. Don't upset him. He's been good for like till half
There was only
five.
one then. There was only one.
Yeah, I was one as well.
There's only one.